The Holy Quran, Chapter 58, Al-Mujadilah. Chapter 58 of the Holy Quran is titled Al-Mujadilah. It consists of 22 verses and was revealed in Medina. The name of the chapter, She Who Disputes, or the Pleading Woman, refers to the woman who came to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, seeking a resolution to her situation. Surah Al-Mujadilah addresses several important issues relevant to the early Muslim community in Medina. It begins by definitively outlawing the harmful and unjust practice of Zihar, affirming women's rights and establishing a means of reconciliation through prescribed expiation. It then reminds believers of Allah's all-encompassing knowledge and warns against engaging in secret consultations that breed negativity and disobedience. The chapter also provides guidelines for proper conduct in public assemblies. The surah emphasizes the importance of aligning oneself with the confederates of God, remaining vigilant against the influence of hypocrites and enemies of Islam, and concludes with a promise of success for those who steadfastly uphold their faith. So, first 6 verses relate to an incident in which a woman named Khawla came to see Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings of Allah be on him. She was complaining to the Prophet about what had happened to her during a dispute with her husband. Her husband had basically declared a permanent divorce to her by using a pre-Islamic term called Zihar. It is in that context and moment that Allah, the Exalted, the All-Hearing, sent down the revelation to the Prophet, peace be on him, on what to do. This incident of a woman's complaint being heard by Allah the Almighty and then sending a command to redress her grievance was an event that earned Khawla, may Allah be pleased with her, a place of honor and esteem among the companions of the Prophet. May Allah be pleased with all the companions of the Prophet. Here is a story of how Caliph Umar treated and honored her, even when he was the ruler of a vast empire. Ibn Abi Hatim and Bayhaqi have related that once Caliph Umar was on his way out with some companions. On his way, he came across a woman who stopped him. He right away stopped and patiently listened to what she had to say. He remained standing with his head down till she had finished. One of the companions, addressing Umar, said, "O Amir al-Mu'mineen, Commander of the Faithful, you held back the Quraysh chiefs for so long for the sake of this old woman." Umar said, "Do you not know who she is? She is Khawla bint Thalaba, the woman whose complaint was heard at the 7th heaven. By Allah, even if she had kept me standing till the night, I would have kept standing. I would only have excused myself at the prayer times." Ibn Abdul Bar has related in Al-Istiab this tradition from Qatada. When Umar came across this lady on the way, he greeted her. After answering his greeting, she said, "O Umar, there was a time when I saw you at the Ukaz festival. Then you were called Umar. You tended goats with the shepherd's staff in your hand. Then, not very long after that, you began to be called Umar. Then a time came when the people began addressing you as Commander of the Faithful. So, fear Allah with regard to your subjects, and remember that the one who fears Allah's punishment for him, the stranger is just like a close kinsman, and the one who fears death may well lose that very thing which he wants to save." At this, Jarud Abdi, who was accompanying Umar, said, "O woman, you have talked insolently to the Commander of the Faithful." Thereupon Umar said, "Let her say whatever she has to say. Do you not know who she is? She was heard at the 7th heaven. So she deserves to be heard longer and with greater attention by Umar." With this background and having a simple understanding of what is meant by Zihar, let us listen to a simple translation of verses of chapter 58, and we do so with the supplication first. I seek refuge in Allah from the rejected Satan, in the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. Allah has surely heard the words of her who contends with you concerning her husband and complains to Allah. Allah hears what both of you say. Verily Allah is all-hearing, all-seeing. Those among you who divorce their wives by declaring them to be their mothers, such are not their mothers. None are their mothers except those who gave birth to them. Indeed, what they say is highly contemptible and false. Verily, Allah is most pardoning, most forgiving. Those who declare their wives to be their mothers and thereafter go back on what they have said shall free a slave before they may touch each other. That is what you are exhorted to do. Allah is fully aware of all your deeds. And he who does not find a slave to free shall fast for 2 months consecutively before they may touch each other, and he who is unable to do so shall feed 60 needy people. All this is in order that you may truly believe in Allah and His Messenger. These are the bounds set by Allah, and a grievous chastisement awaits the unbelievers. Verily, those who oppose Allah and His Messenger shall be brought low, even as those before them were brought low. Surely we have sent down clear signs, and a humiliating chastisement awaits the unbelievers. A chastisement that shall come upon them on the day when Allah will raise them all to a new life, and will inform them of their deeds. Allah has recorded it all, while they have forgotten it. Allah is a witness over everything. Are you not aware that Allah knows whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth? Never is there any whispering among 3, but He is their 4th, nor among 5, but He is their 6th, nor fewer nor more, but He is with them, wherever they may be. And then He will tell them on the day of judgment all that they have done. Surely Allah knows everything. Have you not seen those who were forbidden to whisper, and yet they engaged in what they had been forbidden? They secretly converse among themselves concerning sin and transgression and disobedience to the Messenger. And when they come to you, they greet you in a manner that Allah does not greet you, and say to themselves, "Why does Allah not chastise us for these utterances of ours?" Hell it is that shall suffice them, and in it will they burn. How woeful is their destination! Believers, when you converse in secrecy, let that not be concerning sin and transgression and disobedience to the Messenger. Rather converse concerning virtue and piety, and fear Allah, to whom all of you shall be mustered. Whispering is an act of Satan, one that aims at causing grief to the believers, yet without Allah's leave no harm can be caused to them. So in Allah should the believers put all their trust. Believers, when you are told, "Make room for one another in your assemblies," then make room. Allah will bestow amplitude on you. And when it is said, "Rise up," then rise up. Allah will raise to high ranks those of you who believe and are endowed with knowledge. Allah is well aware of all that you do. Believers, when you come to the Messenger for private consultation, offer some charity before your consultation with him. That is better for you and more conducive to purity. But if you find nothing to offer in charity, then know that Allah is most merciful, most compassionate. Are you afraid that you will have to offer charity when you hold private conversation with the Prophet? But if you are unable to do so, and Allah pardons you, then establish prayer and pay zakah, and obey Allah and His Messenger. Allah is well aware of all that you do. Do you not see those who took for friends a people whom Allah is angry with? They neither belong to you nor you to them. They swear to a falsehood, and they do so knowingly. Allah has prepared for them a grievous chastisement. Indeed, evil are the acts in which they are engaged. They have taken their oaths as a shield, by means of which they hinder people from the way of Allah. Theirs shall be a humiliating chastisement. Neither their possessions nor their offspring will be of any avail to them against Allah. They are the people of the fire. Therein they shall abide. On the day when Allah will raise them all from the dead, they will swear before Him as they swear before you today, thinking that this will avail them. Behold, they are utter liars. Satan has gained mastery over them and has made them neglect remembering Allah. They are the party of Satan. Behold, the party of Satan will be the losers. Verily, those who oppose Allah and His Messenger will be among the most abject beings. Allah has written, "Surely I will prevail, I and my messengers." Verily, Allah is most strong and most mighty. You shall not find a people who believe in Allah and the last day befriending those who oppose Allah and His Messenger, even though they be their fathers or their sons or their brothers or their kindred. He has inscribed faith in their hearts and has strengthened them with a spirit from him, and he shall make them enter gardens beneath which rivers flow. Therein they shall abide. Allah is well pleased with them, and they are well pleased with him. They belong to Allah's party. Verily, Allah's party shall prosper.